Hello friends, in the previous lecture we have seen definition of equivalence relation, equivalence class. Today we are going to see more examples on equivalence relation and equivalence class. So consider example. On R, define a relation R as R is equal to set of all xy in R cross R such that xy is greater than 0 union with the pair 0 0. Show that R is equivalence relation on real numbers. Also find the equivalence classes. So see what is given. It is given that x is related with y if and only if either xy is greater than 0, the first condition, either xy is greater than 0, union means or x is 0 and y is 0. So observe what is given. It is given that R consists of, the relation R consists of those pair xy, that is x is related with y, if and only if the product of x and y is positive, that is greater than 0, union with, union means or, the pair 0 0 means x is also 0 and y is also 0. So this is the definition of R. You want to prove that this relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. The first one, let us start with any real number x in R. We want to check whether x is related with x. There are two conditions, either x is 0 or not equal to 0. The first one, if x is equal to 0, see, if x is equal to 0, then what will happen? The product will, we want to check whether x is related with x. And when x is related with x, if 0 is related with 0, 0 is related with 0 if and only if either the product is greater than 0 or this condition is satisfied. But we know that x is 0 and y is 0, this condition is satisfied. So obviously in that case, we have this condition satisfied, means that x is related. So if x is equal to 0, then 0 is related to 0 obviously, because as we have either this or this condition, because in that case x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0. So this is the definition. If x is equal to 0, then 0 is related to 0 by this definition. Implies that x is related with x. In this case, that is first case, because if x is 0, 0 is related with 0. When we say related, either the product should be greater than 0 or x is also 0 and y is also 0. That is both are 0. Now both are 0. So because x is 0 and y is 0. So here y is nothing but our x. This condition is satisfied and therefore x is related. If x is not equal to 0, what will happen? If x is not equal to 0, then obviously this condition is not satisfied because x is not equal to 0. So check whether this condition is satisfied. If x is not equal to 0, then x into x, replace y by x. It is nothing but x square and x square is always greater than 0. This implies that x is related with x. When x is related with x, if and only if either this condition is satisfied or this condition is. Now this is not satisfied because x is not 0, but this is satisfied because x into x, x square, and square is always positive because it is not equal to 0 and therefore x is related. So in both cases x is related with x for all x belonging to real number implies that this relation is reflexive. Second one, check whether it is symmetric. Let us start with two elements x and y in real numbers and let us assume that x is related with y. What is the meaning of x is related with y? X is related to y implies that either the product xy is greater than 0 or second condition is satisfied, that is x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. The first case, if x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. Now this is given to us. We have given that x is related with y, means it is given that either this condition is satisfied or this condition is satisfied. If this condition is satisfied, that is x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, then this implies that what we want to check, if x is related to y, we want to check that whether y is related to x. And what is meant by y is related to x? When y is related to x, if yx is greater than 0 or y is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0. So if x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, this implies that y is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0, that is y is related with x by this definition. So x is related to y implies that y is related to x. In second case, if xy is greater than 0, either this condition is satisfied or this condition is satisfied. If xy is greater than 0, then what this implies? Then yx is also greater than 0. This means that y is related with x. Therefore, x is related with y also implies that y is related with x. Because y is related with x if and only if yx is greater than 0 or this condition is satisfied. So any one condition is satisfied. Therefore, in both cases x related to y also implies that y related to x. So in both cases x related to y also implies that y related to x and therefore R is symmetric. Now check the third one, whether R is transitive. So start with three elements x, y and z in real numbers and let us assume that x is related with y and y is also related with z. We want to check whether x is related with z. Now x is related to y. What is your definition? X is related to y means either xy is greater than 0 or x equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. This is first one. Second, y is related to z implies that yz is greater than 0 or y is equal to 0 and z is equal to 0. So it is given that this happens. Now see, xy is greater than 0 or this will happen. And yz is greater than 0 or this will happen. If xy is greater than 0, then this will not happen. That because if y is 0, xy is not greater than 0. So the first and last cannot happen together. Because when xy is greater than 0, if you assume that y is equal to 0, xy cannot be greater than 0. Similarly, these two, see, if x is 0 and y is 0, if we say y is 0, yz cannot be greater than 0. So these two simultaneously will never happen. Similarly, the first and last simultaneously will never happen. So what this implies? We have two conditions only. This implies that either xy is greater than 0 and yz is also greater than 0 or x equal to 0 and y equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 and z is equal to 0. Observe that what we are saying. The first and last will not happen simultaneously because if we say that y is equal to 0, xy cannot be greater than 0. If we say that y is equal to 0, yz cannot be greater than 0. So first and last cannot happen simultaneously. second, and this will never happen simultaneously. So obviously we have when xy is greater than 0, only one condition remains, yz should be greater than 0. Similarly, when x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, we must have y is equal to 0 and z is equal to 0. So this implies that either xy is greater than 0 and yz is greater than 0, or x equal to y equal to z equal to 0. These are the only two cases. Now consider the first case. If x equal to y equal to z equal to 0, if this is true, then what we want to check? Whether x is related with z. And when x is related with z, either xz is greater than 0 or x is equal to 0 and z is equal to 0. So this condition is satisfied. X is equal to 0 and z is equal to 0. So this implies that x is related with z because x is equal to 0 and z is also equal to 0. This condition is satisfied. So x is related with z. So x is related with y and y is related with z also imply that x is related with z. Second condition, let us assume that xy is greater than 0 and yz is also greater than 0. If xy is greater than 0 and yz is greater than 0, this implies the product xy into yz is also greater than 0. Being the product of positive, the product of two positive is again positive. This implies that x into y square into z is greater than 0. But being square, y square is always positive. So this implies that xz is greater than 0. Why? Because y square is always greater than 0. And we know that the product of, if one number is positive and we want the product to be positive, the second number should be positive. So obviously xz should be greater than 0 because this number is positive. So this is nothing but xz into y square, and because y square is greater than 0, obviously xz must be greater than 0, and therefore we have xy greater than 0 and yz greater than 0 implies that xz is also greater than 0. Thus x is related with z. Therefore in both cases x is related with y and y is related with z implies that x is also related with z. Therefore this relation is transitive also. Observe that this relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, implies that this relation is equivalence relation. If it is equivalence relation, we are able to find the equivalence classes. So what are the equivalence classes? So let us assume that an element x belongs to real number. Then there are three possibilities. Either x is greater than 0, x is equal to 0 or x is less than 0. Any real number, either it is positive, negative or 0. So consider x is equal to 0. What will happen if x is equal to 0? Then what is the equivalence class of x? Equivalence class of x, that is equivalence class of 0, consists of all those elements y in real number such that 0 is related with y. When 0 is related with y belonging to real number such that a number is related, there are two conditions, either product should be greater than 0 or both the numbers should be equal to 0. Now product cannot be greater than 0 because one number is 0. So we have two conditions, either xy is greater than 0, we have x is related to with y, if and only if xy is greater than 0, or x is 0 and both y is 0. Now see, because one of the number is 0, the product cannot be greater than 0. So obviously only this condition remains, x is 0 and y is 0. So this will be related if and only y is equal to 0 by definition, because we know that two numbers are related if and only if either their product is greater than 0 or the numbers are both to be 0. Now the product cannot be greater than 0 because one number is 0. So obviously second number should be equal to 0. Therefore equivalence class of 0 consists of only 0, nothing other. So the first equivalence class, it consists of only 0. Consider the second case. Let us assume that x is greater than 0, any number. Then what is equivalence class of x? It is set of all y belonging to R such that x is related with y. What is meant by x is related with y? This implies that y belonging to R such that either the product of xy is greater than 0 or both the numbers are 0. But both the numbers are 0 is not possible because we have given x is greater than 0. So second condition obviously gets cancelled. So only one condition remains such that xy is greater than 0. Because second condition is x is 0 and y is 0. But this condition is failed because we are assuming x is greater than 0. So second condition is not true. So obviously all those y such that if x is greater than 0 and we want the product to be greater than 0, when this will happen? This will happen if and only if y is also greater than 0. Because it is given that x is greater than 0 and we want the product also greater than 0, this will happen only if and only if y is also greater than 0. So equivalence class of x, that is equivalence class of positive integers, also consists of only positive integers, and therefore equivalence class of when x is greater than 0, it consists of those elements which are also greater than 0, and therefore equivalence class of x consists of all positive when x is greater than 0. We will denote this set by equivalence class of 1. So what is equivalence class of 1? We will say all y belonging to R such that y is greater than 0. All the positive, they give one equivalence class. So this is one of the equivalence class, all positive. And third case, when x is less than 0. Similarly, so what is equivalence class of x? Go on similar lines. Equivalence class of x is nothing but set of all y belonging to R such that x is related with y. That is set of all y belonging to R such that the product xy is greater than 0. But now x is less than 0 and we want the product to be greater than 0. This will happen if and only if y is also less than 0, because we know that product of two negative numbers is positive or product of two positive is positive. Because here one is negative, second should be negative. So this is nothing but y belonging to R such that y is less than 0. That is nothing but set of all negative, and therefore equivalence class of x is set of all negative when x is less than 0. So we denote it by -1. So equivalence class of -1, it is nothing but set of all y belonging to R such that y is less than 0. That is all negative So see what will happen. We can because we are considering real numbers, we will say all positive reals when x is greater than 0. Similarly, this is set of all negative reals when x is less than 0. So we denote it by -1, y belonging to R so that y is less than 0. So what we have, see, observe that there are three equivalence classes. There are only three equivalence classes. The first one is 0, singleton 0. The second is set of all positive reals, and the third is set of all negative reals. If you take positive reals, then all the numbers are related because their product will be greater than 0. If you take negative reals, negative will be related with negative because negative into negative only, product will be greater than 0. So there are three equivalence classes. First one, equivalence class of 0, which consists of 0. Second one, equivalence class of 1, which consists of all y in real number such that y is greater than 0. And third, we can say denoted by equivalence class of -1, that is set of all y belonging to R such that y is less than 0. If you take, observe that this is disjoint union. If you take the disjoint union of this, then it is nothing but R, whole R. So observe that R is nothing but the total real numbers is nothing but disjoint union with equivalence class of 0, disjoint union with equivalence class of 1. That is, those elements which are in equivalence class of 1 are all positive reals. In equivalence class of -1, all negative reals, and equivalence class of 0 consists of only 0. Positive reals, negative reals and 0. They give total real number system, and therefore we get the equivalence classes as equivalence class of positive reals, we denote it by 1, equivalence class of negative reals, we denote it by -1, and equivalence class of 0, that is singleton 0, that is we denote it by 0. These are the only three equivalence classes in this example. Hope you understood these equivalence classes. Equivalence classes are nothing but set of all those elements which are related to the element x. Equivalence class of x means all those elements which are related with x. So equivalence relation is nothing but reflexive, symmetric and transitive relation, and every equivalence relation gives us equivalence classes which are disjoint or identical. Now observe that all these classes are disjoint classes. Enough for the day. Thank you.